Hey there, welcome to my full review of Warriors Vision Shattered Sky. So if you don't want to be spoiled about any of the plot details, go check out yesterday's video. I'll be linking it in the description of the cards. That was just my overall impression of the video and spoiler free. So, as I stated, I'm just going to go real quick summarize that video. I greatly enjoyed that book, and I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars, simply because I wished it was longer. Anyhow, into the whole book. So there were a few. I made some predictions about what was going to happen. I believe I stated some of my predictions in my Hawkwing's Journeys review, I believe. So you can go check that out too. I'll make sure I put in the cards as well. But anyhow, back to Shattered Sky. So I had predicted that Sky Clan would eventually return or not return to the clan territories, but eventually make it back, or not make it back, but make it to where the clans currently are. So they did return briefly in Hawkwing's journey to the old clan territories, just the outskirts of. But anyhow, so I predicted it would happen sometime in A Vision Shadows and suspected perhaps Shattered Sky because of Sky. And guess what? They actually returned to the clans in Shattered Sky. Makes sense. And it was kind of interesting that I expected more of a reaction from the other clans. A more shocked reaction. They're like, oh, okay, wow, this is shocking. Okay, let's get back to normal business, which was dealing with frogs, which they have not formally dealt with, if I remember correctly. Or did they? Okay, actually, I think they did. I can't remember. I believe so. Yeah, sorry for this long pause, but I'm trying to remember specific detail. I read it, stopped reading it a couple of days ago, so it's hard for me to remember every detail. Okay, so they do. So they, so they do drive the rogues out to Shadow Clan's territory and all the other clans' territory. Kind of feel like that could have been split up into 2 books as well, but I have a feeling books 4, 5, 6, which I hopefully they are going to do, will be done. It will be about the clans readjusting to having Sky Clan back among them. I have a feeling that Sonic Clan is going to be the least shocked, and have the least amount of adjustment because they already knew. But anyhow, so there's a lot of things I have seen that are going to happen. Well, as far as I know, they haven't announced a 4th book yet. I do hope they do a 4th book, which I would be shocked if a 4th book does not come out. And I have a feeling it's going, as I stated earlier, it's going to deal with the clans readjusting to Sky Clan being among them. And also finding Sky Clan some territory, which is going to be an interesting experience. I'm almost thinking the hills behind Thunder Clan and Wind Clan will probably be where they would end up being. But also I had predicted that Violet Paw and Twig Paw were Hawkwing's kids back in Hawkwing's journey, and I was right. So that was actually probably pretty easy to guess, but I guessed it. And what any other things? Kind of interesting how end up actually no, 4 clans at one time in Thunder Clan's territory. It's like, man, Thunder Clan, you're taking on way too much responsibility. Granted, originally they started with just 3 Shadow Clan cats. So slowly a few Shadow Clan cats rejoined, then you got all of River Clan joining, except for the prisoners. Then you get all of Sky Clan, and then yeah, I'm almost like, how did they have enough prey? Were they expanding their borders beyond up beyond the current borders where there's no claim to that territory because they had to feed all those cats. So granted, Shadow Clan as a whole, there wasn't too many of them, and the River Clan was missing about half their cats who were prisoners, and Sky Clan lost about half their cats when they fought the rogues back in their gorge territory, and then lost a few on the way down. So a few other things going on. Let's what is his name? Alderheart. I think Alderheart is going to join Sky Clan as their new medicine cat. Though still, their old medicine cat apprentice could still show up. Though I forgot their old medicine cat apprentice's name. Still could show up, but I'm not quite sure that will actually happen. But who knows? Because I'm only saying that because two of the other cats did show up, so it wouldn't surprise me if a few other cats show up still. Because they still got all their daylight warriors there, too, who could eventually decide to make the journey. I don't know for sure. I'm only speculating at this point. But back to Shattered Sky itself and my review of it. Let's see. Do I have anything else to mention? Oh yeah, after they had defeated the rogues, which I'll get to the rogues themselves. That when Shadow Clan was preparing to go back to their territory. Let's see. I'm looking at the book right now so I get things right. That's right, because one star dies in this book, and so Hailspring is becoming Hailstar. Very Wind Clan-like. Okay, so I have a feeling that at least one, between Virepaw and Twigpaw, at least one of them will go to join Sky Clan along with Alderheart. I just have that feeling, if not both of them. So I'll just say, because Sky Clan has a lot of traits of Thunder Clan as well, so I'm thinking it's Twig? Yeah, I think it was Twigpaw? No, it's Virepaw who is... Yeah, okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if Virepaw does end up deciding to join Sky Clan. Her sister, on the other hand, I'm not as sure about, but it wouldn't surprise me. Same with Alderheart. Though another thing I noticed is evolving Tigerheart. Heart is no. His Rolling Star tells him to come with him, and he says sorry. So I'm thinking he's staying with Sonic Clan to be with Dovewing. It just makes sense because they had a relationship back. Well, what book was it? Yeah, back in the previous series of books, or chronological series, I should say. What was it? Omen of the Stars. Yeah, there was definitely you saw something going between them there. It was quite obvious if you don't remember. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually finding firm in staying. What would be shocking, but unlikely if Dovewing and Tigerheart decided to join Sky Clan, but I sincerely doubt that. But wouldn't it be too shocking for that to happen? Okay, so I do want to speak about Wind Clan and that how Darktail was one star's son, which was quite shocking. It was kind of weird in a way, but made good story sense. So yeah, it was quite surprising. It explained a lot when you did find about it. Like that's just kind of something so neat how the clans created their own enemy more than once. And this is just the most recent example of it. Really, Sky Clan itself was responsible for the cat's soul coming about. Was that really a shocker? Maybe it was a shocker, but Sky Clan created an enemy for all the clans. Here, Wind, and it wasn't really an enemy to Sky Clan either, but Wind Clan hero, specifically One Star, created an enemy for all the clans. Broken Star and Tiger Star were clan cats and became enemies for all of the clans. Really, probably the most noticeable antagonist for all the clans not so far not created by the clans was Scourge, as though he was still related to the clan cats. You can look that up on your own in the Warriors wiki. In fact, maybe I'll be in my. Hoping to do more lore videos about Warriors where I can do lots of things about the characters and events and all that. So I'll probably cover Scourge and his relationship to the clans and that in such a video. But you can look it up to see how he's related. In fact, the only book that doesn't have any direct antagonist that's a cat antagonist is the A New Prophecy arc. And that's only because it's the two legs on the antagonist. The journey's the antagonist, which is which was a neat way to play it. But seem oh yeah, and then of course yeah, it seems like the clans often create their own adversaries, and we learn about another one here. It's not quite yet cliche, but it is becoming cliche, if that makes sense. But it's enjoyable how they twist it around each time. Really, you first got the threat coming from the clans create their own threat from within, and then those cats decide they want revenge. Perfectly logical. Then you get Sky Clan creating an adversary that affects all the clans. Then you get Wind Clan that creates an adversary that affects all the clans and brings Sky Clan back to the clans. So far this working out, but they need to think carefully about future antagonists for the clans, otherwise they could risk it becoming cliche who the antagonists are. Probably be good to throw in some cats that have no knowledge of the clans and just want their territory. Pure and simple. Territorial greed. Cats who's never heard. Hopefully that's a future antagonist. Though, I have seen the antagonists for the rest of the Vision Shadows books, which I hope they do, will be regarding more of the clans themselves or antagonists themselves. Some going among the clans, how they are adjusting to Sky Clan being among them. Which could see some territorial battles, because I don't think no clan really wants to give up their territory permanently, or even parts of it, because that always creates battles. Just look at them creating their territories around the lake. That causes battles, but anyhow. So, there you have it. My review that's summary, maybe? Maybe, perhaps. But anyhow, my review of Shattered Sky. Anything else I want to tell you? Yes. Predictions I have for what I hope they continue on doing in Vision of Shadows. Which I already laid them out, but I'm going to say. The clans readjusting to Sky Clan being among them again. How that's my biggest prediction of what they're going to do. And then predicting on where Sky Clan will end up with territory. I'm thinking the territory above the Wind Clan and Thunder Clan, because that seems like the most logical place, perhaps even above Thunder Clan and Shadow Clan, but it's definitely going to be above some Thunder Clan territory. The other two clans, with the other clan, I'm not so sure, because I have a feeling they're going to border at least two of the clans. It will only make sense. And that also predicting that at least between Twigpaw and Valorpaw, at least one of them is going to join Sky Clan. And they're going to have I wouldn't be surprised if they get the warrior names soon also. Additionally, I'm predicting that Alderheart decides to join Sky Clan as their medicine cat, and that Tigerheart is joining Thunder Clan to be with Doveling, and they're gonna have kids. That's my prediction. What I believe some small details as I'm seeing them going through for future books in Vision Shadows, or just future books in general for Warriors. So keep an eye out for some other reviews. I'm actually going to be rereading the early books so I can make videos about them too. So keep an eye out for those. Keep an eye out for all my content. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment down below. Check me out on social media. Consider supporting me on Patreon. Feel free to visit my website. And also feel free to check out any of my other YouTube channels. The links are in the description down below. Subscribe to my channel for future Warriors related content, and have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May Stark Sand light your path.